The eyes of the world are turning to Fort Knox. This heavily guarded facility in Kentucky is meant to hold a significant portion of America's gold reserves. Soon, it will undergo a long-awaited audit. The stakes are incredibly high. Decades have passed since the last comprehensive audit. This lack of transparency has fueled speculation and concern. The outcome of this audit will have profound implications for the United States and the global financial system. The gold stored at Fort Knox is more than just a physical asset. It represents trust in the United States. It underpins the value of the US dollar. A positive audit outcome would reaffirm America's financial strength. However, any discrepancies in the gold reserve could trigger a global crisis of confidence. The world is watching closely. They are waiting to see if the gold that backs their faith in the US dollar is truly there. The audit represents a critical moment for transparency. It's a chance for the United States to demonstrate its commitment to financial accountability. The outcome will reverberate across the globe. It will shape the future of international finance. For years, whispers have circulated about the true contents of Fort Knox. These whispers have grown louder in recent times. High-profile figures have openly questioned the existence of the gold. Their concerns have cast a shadow of doubt over Fort Knox. President Donald Trump, known for his skepticism of traditional institutions, has been vocal in his demands for an audit. He believes the American people deserve to know the truth about their gold reserves. Elon Musk, the outspoken tech entrepreneur, has added his voice to the chorus of concern. Musk, known for his disruptive ideas, has even suggested a live-streamed walkthrough of Fort Knox. He believes that full transparency is essential to restore public trust. These concerns are not limited to the business world. Senator Rand Paul, a longtime advocate for government accountability, has been a consistent voice calling for audits of Fort Knox. He argues that the American people have a right to know how their money is being managed. These powerful figures, each with their own motivations, have shone a spotlight on the need for transparency. They have amplified the doubts that have lingered in the minds of many. The upcoming audit is a direct response to their calls for accountability. The world is watching to see if the audit will address these concerns or further fuel them. In response to mounting pressure and public scrutiny, government officials have offered reassurances. They maintain that the gold held at Fort Knox is secure. They insist that the concerns are unfounded. Treasury Secretary Scott Besant has stated unequivocally that the gold is accounted for. He emphasizes the rigorous security measures in place at Fort Knox. He assures the public that their assets are safe. Former Treasury Secretary Steven Mnuchin, who visited Fort Knox during the Trump administration, has also vouched for the gold's existence. He has described the experience of seeing the gold firsthand and dismissed the conspiracy theories surrounding it. Despite these assurances, skepticism persists. Critics argue that verbal confirmations are not enough. They demand tangible proof. They believe that only a full, independent audit will suffice to dispel the doubts. The government's reassurances, while intended to calm fears, have only intensified the debate. They have highlighted the deep-seated mistrust that exists between some segments of the population and their elected officials. Fort Knox has served as the guardian of America's gold reserves for nearly a century. Since 1937, this imposing fortress has been synonymous with security and wealth. Its image has been etched into the global consciousness as a symbol of American might. The last major public viewing of the gold within Fort Knox took place in 1974. This event, attended by journalists and dignitaries, was meant to showcase the vastness of America's gold holdings. It was a time when the US dollar reigned supreme, backed by the gold standard. Another viewing occurred in 2017 during the Trump administration. However, this event was shrouded in controversy. Some allege that the gold on display was fake, further fueling conspiracy theories. Over the decades, Fort Knox has become more than just a storage facility. It has transformed into a lightning rod for anxieties about government transparency, financial stability, and the future of the US dollar. The upcoming audit is a reminder of Fort Knox's enduring significance. It is a moment for the United States to confront its past, address present concerns, and shape the narrative surrounding this iconic symbol of American power. Imagine for a moment the ripple effects if the audit reveals discrepancies. The financial markets could experience significant turbulence. Trust in the stability of the US dollar might waver. Economic policies could come under intense scrutiny. And of course, public confidence in the government's handling of national assets would be shaken. These are just a few of the possible consequences. It's a scenario that underscores the importance of transparency and accountability in managing the nation's wealth. So, let's talk about how all this affects us at home. The audit of the Fort Knox gold reserve has significant implications for the domestic economy. It's not just about the numbers, it's about trust and confidence in our financial system. When the public knows that our gold reserves are intact and accounted for, it reinforces faith in our currency and economic stability. On the flip side, any discrepancies or lack of transparency can lead to uncertainty and even panic. It's crucial for maintaining the integrity of our financial institutions. Now, shifting our focus to the broader picture, the audit has global ramifications as well. Our currency, the US dollar, is heavily influenced by the perception of our gold reserves. If there's any doubt about the authenticity or quantity of our gold, it can weaken the dollar. This in turn affects international trade, foreign investments, and our overall economic standing on the world stage. The stakes are incredibly high, and that's why this audit is more than just a routine check. It's a matter of national security. As we delve deeper, it's clear that transparency is key. The audit aims to provide a clear and accurate picture of our gold reserves. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about accountability. The public and international community need to see that we are managing our resources responsibly. This process involves rigorous checks, rechecks, and independent verification. By unveiling the truth, we ensure that our financial system remains robust and trustworthy. Looking ahead, the audit of the Fort Knox gold reserve sets a precedent for future financial scrutiny. It highlights the importance of regular and transparent audits to maintain confidence in our economic foundations. Moving forward, we must continue to prioritize accountability and transparency. This isn't just about safeguarding our gold, it's about securing our economic future. By learning from this process, we can strengthen our financial systems and ensure a stable and prosperous path forward.